Hello, hi everyone. Welcome to the first show of today. This is the OYF show. Welcome, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you from all over the world. I'm so delighted, so excited. In fact, I feel like a kid today, having to sort of share with you this moment of joy and excitement when we bring to life this OYF show. And just to sort of give you a sense of it, this is own your future through your stories, through your experiences, through your learnings, and above all, ability to learn from others and build your own future. Welcome once again, and I'm extremely delighted to welcome my co-host Famida, who is been kind enough to grace the occasion, and here she is, bright and smiling, and helping us walk through this journey together. We are here, OYF, Own Your Future. Over to you, Famida.
Thank you so much, Rajiv. Absolutely excited and overly excited and thrilled that we have been a catalyst in opening a new avenue, not only for those who are watching us, not only those beloved audience, supporters, and followers, but for ourselves. Because when anybody owns your future, I think we have begun to own our own futures. We have begun to understand how the power of self, how self love, and the need to unleash the truest potential, the need to perform or conduct a self introspection. And as I had put in my post, to unleash, unveil, and put to action the power of the powerful power pack duo, you and your life. Because why are we born today? Why are we talking today? And are we excellent? Why do we think we can think, believe, and act? Because we are meant to do something to this earth. Significant contribution, as some would say. Well, that contribution begins with you, Rajiv. It begins with me. Because you can never pour out of an empty cup. Many years have passed where I have witnessed that we are relying on external factors. Although the circle of control and the circle of influence has been well spoken about, extensively discussed, we still are blindsided to the circle of control. What is within our control? We are within our control. Our heart, mind, and soul is within our control. We've got life. We are vested, bestowed with the power of life. Now, aren't we supposed to utilize this to the optimum, gain maximum use because we are born and we shall have an expiration date. Now, what are we going to do in between? You see, there is a journey that we are meant to travel upon. Now, this journey is what we need to wisely use and wisely ride. Because when it's your life, it's time to take the reins, grab hold of your chariot, and ride the journey confidently because you might fall, you might trip, you might take the wrong route. But unless you know what you want to do, you shall learn from your mistakes. And those learnings will emerge to be your success, your future. The OYF show, ladies and gentlemen, so proud. I'm so proud indeed to be a co-host with Rajiv Handa. And it was an exciting journey. I think the entire journey between myself and Rajiv, I think was 14 days exactly till we materialized. We spoke of something, we thought that we need to give something, dedicating to ourselves and where everybody else would be able to reap maximum benefits, and also as an opportunity there where many have been seeking the platform, what we need to do, where is this, how can I learn, where can I derive the components, the energy, the ability to what I want to become. Here we are. Own your future, ladies and gentlemen. And this is Day Zero Show, going live to understand and make you all understand what we are, why we came up with this, and who this is intended for. So, as I've spoken, what OYF show is going to be all about, I think the why needs to be addressed. And I am going to hand over controls to Rajiv Handa to explain why we came up with this. Rajiv, the floor is all yours.
Great. Thanks, Famida. Thanks a lot for bringing in vibrancy to the show, bringing in life to this show, and for allowing us to bring to life the OYF, this journey which belongs to everybody. And I would, in fact, both of us will fail in our responsibility if we don't acknowledge all our friends from all over the world who've actually logged in. We got some absolutely amazing people here. We got Ricky, we got Pandas, we got Sarika, we got Dr. Aarti, we got Kajal, we've got probably some more if I miss some people, and a very dear old friend of mine, Abdul Khan. Abdul, thanks a lot for joining in, my friend. I think I'm meeting him after probably 10 years, and this show has got him onto this place. So, this is the power of what probably we can do. Thanks for joining, Abdul. It means a lot. Coming to what you just said, uh, the why behind this show, and I think the why behind actually resides in the name. The why resides in the fact that each one of us have a story to tell. Each one of us have an experience to share. Each one of us are committed and accountable to ourselves. And it starts with a very fundamental belief, the fact that all of us, and that's true for from being born to the time we live our journey, we start unknown and we finish unforgettable. Now, that's the journey of life. Now, in the process, we change different formats, we do different things in life, and we start taking to owning our future. Now, this process of owning your future is what it's all about. Coming back to the point of what Famida just said, we chose to own our future by coming together with the experience of wanting to bring to life an experience which we want to share with everybody here. And that's why we were able to do that. We chose to own our future. We chose to bring to life something like OYF into existence. And this is where we are. I just want to share with you my own story, my own experience of life. I started my own journey as a newspaper salesman way back. When I started my newspaper sales journey, I was an unknown name. I was somebody who was unknown. That's where I started. What have I achieved all through my life? I have slowly, steadily, gradually moved up, down, up, down. And that's life, by the way. You move up, you move down, then you move up. And all through this journey, I did various things, became a CEO, became a business head, became a global business leader. Today, I am a global business coach, a global leadership coach. And all of this tells me one thing, that did I actually own my future? Did I choose to be accountable to myself? Did I do something which I wanted to do? Sometimes I did, sometimes I did not. But let me tell you one thing. The moment when I was doing something that I chose for myself, when I was owning what I wanted to do, I enjoyed it the most. So that's the process. That's the experience we want to share here. And that's the reason why we are here. And each one of us is an example of this. So this show is not my show. It's not Famida's show. It's your show, which is why it's about own your future. Each one of us has a story to tell. Each one of us has an experience to share. And there is so much of learning, so much of nuggets of wisdom all around us. I promise you, life will not be the same as we continue to walk through the journey of OYF. Over to you, Famida.
Well, as invigorating, as enlightening that sounded, the why of the show is to keep y'all going, to make y'all understand that you can do it if you believe you can do it. So it's the believe and the can do attitude that we're just trying to, rekindle that fire, to ignite that spark in you. Thank you so much, Rajiv, because that was a very beautiful story, unknown to unforgettable. And that actually binds us as well, Rajiv. We were unknown to each other. Just a few shows that we've done, and you even graced your presence on my Thursday Talks with the Trainer, which used to happen perfectly at this time. And look at the coincidence. From a show that you came as a guest speaker, after a few months, we connect, we talk, we understand a synergy, and then on the very same day, at the very same time, the OYF show is launched. That's because we knew that we need to grab onto every opportunity. Well, some would say that I do not get the opportunities that I deserve, or I've been deprived of the opportunities that I deserve. Let me tell you something. Well, I'm not going to share my life story, but something that happened 8 months back. Well, I was an established corporate professional, had a beautiful life, but my name on LinkedIn, FB, and amongst the global luminaries who know Famida Mohammed, I was no one. There was this one gentleman who came over to me while I was uploading videos on LinkedIn about leadership, because that is where my training competencies and my forte lies. He came up to me and he said, Famida ji, we have to do a show. Show? What show? I don't do shows, and that's not me. I might mess up. I might even pull you down the drains with me. I am not going to do any show. Famida ji, just do one show with me. If you are okay, we continue. If not, we drop the thing. And that gentleman was Sunny Nagpal, who I co founded the trainer platform with. From that day onwards, I connected to so many people, including great leaders, global experts like Rajiv Handa, and many people who are addressing this show, Kavindra Raman, Ricky Harty, author Kajal Chachit. Everybody were a network that Sunny G extended through the opportunity I gave him. I was ready to throw that opportunity. Now go back. Just travel back. Have a quick review of how many opportunities y'all might have ditched due to the lack of confidence, merely due to fear and doubt. I believe in this particular adage that states as it's not the fear that you carry lets you down, it's the fear of failure. It's not the failure per se, it's the fear of failure that paralyzes you, but just keep doing. Every episode, every incident is a life learning expert. And who do we extend these learnings, experiences to? To all walks of life. Who does the future belong to? Future is not dedicated to any particular demographic. You are a child, you've got a future. Are you a lady who's looking for something? You've got a future. Homemakers, males, females, women leaders, male entrepreneurs, emerging leaders, those who aspire to inspire, those who inspire to aspire. Name it, the OYF show is meant for you all. Because future is here. Future is now. You are your future. You live today. The present is not the past is not supposed to be dwelt upon. The future is not supposed to be pondered upon, but live the present moment with the learnings that you've accumulated from your past, and just make sure that you live the day with so much of gratitude, and ensure that you grab all the opportunities, do all the mistakes you can, and move on and be a better version of yourselves. So, ladies, gentlemen, children, senior citizens, respected leaders, emerging leaders, here we are just for you, dedicating this show to ensure that we shall be the guiding light to help you seek your opportunities, to help you seek the answers. Yes, that's right, Ricky. Hardy just says with the right guidance and support, anyone can overcome any obstacles, and that is right, Ricky. We are committed to being that right guidance and support, and we shall continue. So this is a journey not only for us, as Rajiv righteously stated, this is our journey. So let's ride, let's rock and roll. But however, how is this going to happen lies the $1,000,000 question. Now the mechanisms have to fall in place so that what we promise is delivered, because keeping up word is one of the truest qualities of any leader. So in order to understand how we will travel forward through collaboration, through communication, to education, engagement, awareness, and through friendly notes, guidance, support that everybody here is speaking up right for us, let me call upon my most talented and most vibrant co-host, Rajiv Handa, to take over and tell you how we have planned to travel on the roadmap that we've created. Rajiv, please do the honors.
Yeah. Well, Pamela, thanks a lot for outlining the what part of the show, because as you said, this is the first day, first show episode for us. So we're just trying to outline what people should expect, what we are committing to them. And in that whole journey, I think it's important to sort of lay out the how part of it. Now, as it's very clear, there are two, three things that I want to be extremely committed to for all our listeners, all our viewers, and anybody who wants to get associated with the mission that we want to drive going forward. All of you who are watching now, and all of you who will watch this recording at a later point in time at your convenience. What we are really looking at is that the OYF show is actually about two distinct, clear parts. The first part, as we said, is about starting unknown to finishing unforgettable. Now, that's where we want to bring to life experiences, learnings, and practices for people to gain out of each other's interactions and what people have done. I think that's one clear part of opportunity that is there. The second part, which is equally important, is where in the first one, we want to invite guests, we want to invite people and get their best lessons from them and wisdom nuggets out of the whole experience. The second part is about OIF in action, which is own your future in action. Now, the inaction part is the most important element to convert what you wish to do into finally making it happen. So, we have a few things planned for that. The first part is that those who are unknown, many of us who don't have an opportunity to come live and to share what we are, here is a platform where we're going to identify and invite people to come and share their stories from unknown to unforgettables. They're not people who are known, but people who are genuinely unknown. I think that's one commitment that we're making. The second part is that we want to be sharing toolkits, nuggets of wisdom, and experiential, I would say, working formats for people to practice what they want to do. So we want to convert the wisdom nuggets into practices, into toolkits, which people can actually use and hopefully can guide them into the journey of owning their future. So our commitment to ourselves before anybody else is that we want to be different, not for the sake of being different, by wanting to be making sure that we make a difference. We are here to serve you guys. We are here to be able to guide you through on your future journey. But we have two expectations out of you. One, are you committed to your own growth? Second, are you willing to own your future? If these two are yes, you are the person who we are looking for. You are the person who we want to be engaged with. And I can promise you that life is going to be different for all of us hereafter. That's probably what we have. So our commitment is to give you something valuable as we keep going forward. And that's how we want to build this relationship and build this journey with you. Over to you, Famida.
Wonderful. Yes, indeed. We are committed to helping each and every soul that connects with us to lead a happy and lead and live a happy life. Now, I believe that you said takeaways, Rajiv, and we are also reaching the conclusion of the show. So, if it's takeaways, what would be the three takeaways that you would like to share, or you would like to share on behalf of the OYF show to all those here, so that they could ponder and be ready when we start the race, which is going to be next week on 1st of July at 7 p.m. So, once again, the takeaways. Are we ready to give them some takeaways today?
Surely. First of all, thanks, Parul, for joining in. Thanks. And oh, wow. And I see you here. Thanks a lot for joining in. It's so nice of you to take out time and be part of this show. We've had Ricky participating actively. Thanks for all your wonderful comments and support. Every word that each one of you says means a lot because, as I said, it's your show. We exist because you are here. You are here, and that's a fuel for our passion to gain further heights. So keep fueling us, and we'll keep moving forward. I promise you that. Another very important question, and Fameda, in fact, always puts me on the spot, by the way, because she does that so very well. She makes sure that I don't go scot free. So she put me in a corner, which I was not prepared for, by the way, but I'll still give it my best shot. Now, what's the takeaway for today? And I think that's an important way to conclude our first day, first show. I just want to highlight one very simple tool in life, which I have myself practiced and I myself preach. Preach is a quote unquote word here. This is not a preaching show. This is a show of action. I call it a very simple mantra of 3 A's of life. The 3 A's of life that matter to everybody is the first toolkit I want to share with people here. The first A in this case is accept the as is. Accepting the as is allows you to take accountability for your own self and be aware of the fact that you are unique, everybody else around you is unique, and accepting everybody the way they are ensures there is space for everybody to build the foundation for growth. So, accepting the as is the first A of life. The second A of life is ask for help. Many of us, and I tell you one thing, men are guilty for this, and I say that without any shame. Men are guiltiest in this. They feel that they are not vulnerable. They feel that if they open up to somebody, they share their emotions, they become vulnerable. But let me tell you guys, the fact that you are asking for help is not a sign of weakness. Showing up with vulnerability is making sure that you're seeking the support that you need to make sure that you can grow and evolve. Because if you don't open up your own mind, how will growth open up itself for you? So that's the second A of life, which is extremely important to be focused on. The third A, that's the third important element of it, is act. By the way, you're accepting the as is, you're asking for help is of little value if you don't choose to act. Because if you don't act, somebody else will. So, my simple takeaway for all of you to think about, for all of you to be conscious about is accept the as is, be accountable to yourself. Ask for help. Vulnerability is not your weakness. Act, otherwise, somebody else will. Think about these three. We will meet next time, and I promise you, we will have lots more to discuss, lots more to divulge, and we will walk this journey together and we'll pave the way for each one of us to own our future. That's the way. And I promise you one thing, that if we choose to accept these three A's of life, your life will be better than where it is. That's a commitment to you. Think about it. Until next time, we're going to be back every Thursday, same time, for you to discuss and take this journey together. Over to you, Famida, for your closing remarks.
Well, with that kind of an exciting and blockbuster ending, we close today's show. So, once again, it is the OYF show. Own your future. Here we are, Rajiv Handa and Famida Mohammed. We shall meet you next week, 1st of July at 7 p.m. with some interesting information, with some interesting learnings that you can derive and own your future. So don't forget, sorry, that was kind of my mistake. Don't forget, accept and be accountable, ask for help, and act on it. So we will further help you on these three A's and let you build yourself and be that dream person you've been wanting to be. So here we go. Close the show and we shall meet you. Once again, the OYF show. Thank you so much for everyone for having tuned in and meet you soon. Till then, this is me, Famida Mohammed, signing off along with my host, Rajiv Handa. Thank you.
Bye bye. Take care.